What is up, superfans? I'm Matt Stockholm, bringing you another edition of the Quantum Corner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. That will enter you into our giveaway, which we're getting really close to a winner. So thank you guys for following, for subscribing. I appreciate it. And also, please don't forget about my social media links. They're down below, and they're also on my About Me page. Connect with me on Facebook. I have my Quantum Corner Facebook page. We have the Superhero Spot, All Things Marvel and DC Facebook group, as well as my Instagram. So guys, connect with me, follow me, join the groups. I really appreciate having you in there. And that way we can, jump into stuff. We can debate stuff. You can give me ideas for the show. You can post things on there. It's about interacting with you guys. So please, get involved. Check out the social media links. Okay, so for today's show, I want to talk about this Lego leak. I think there could be potentially a lot of stuff in here. So let's take a look. There is a giant-sized Hulkbuster, almost Mech X type armor. Now I think there's been a lot of talk about the proton cannon, and I think this could be how War Machine uses the proton cannon. If you look down at the bottom, we see an Outrider and a Chitauri. We've got Ant-Man and Iron Man, which look like to be wearing these new suits that we've talked about, which I'm going to get into a little more of what I think about those here in a little bit later. And the other thing I want you to take note at is looking at the background. It's Avengers headquarters where this battle is going down. Is this where the final battle happens? Is Thanos and the Chitauri and the Outriders going to bring the fight to the Avengers headquarters? If you think about that scene that was in the trailer where they're all outside walking, looking up, I got thinking, could it be Iron Man that's missing from the picture? And then when they flash inside the other part, you see Rhodey and Ant-Man suiting up. Maybe they're indoors, the other ones are outdoors when the attack happens. And maybe they're all suiting up. Now let's talk about those suits. I have a theory that they may not be Quantum Realm suits at all. There's still a chance that they could be partially for that. But what if the suits are for harnessing and even possibly using an Infinity Stone? There's been some leaks a while back about the Avengers collecting the stones, some of them going to different points, and maybe this is how they use these suits to contain the stones. Obviously just a normal human touching some of them can kill them, and we've seen that in the past. So maybe this is not only for containment, but also a form of weapon. I've talked about before the Avengers getting some sort of armor, like an Iron Man armor, and I talked about in another video, possibly like the Iron Legion showing up and it actually being armor for the other Avengers. So I'm thinking that these are more like, if you look at that scene, you see it's happening at Avengers headquarters. So if they're wearing the suits, battling the Chitauri army and all this stuff at Avengers headquarters and not in the Quantum Realm, are they even Quantum Realm suits? Definitely let me know what you guys think about it. I always love your feedback, your comments, your theories, and your ideas. Alright, for the next picture, we see what looks like to be Captain America riding a flaming chopper. We see Thor flying, and you can noticeably tell that it's Stormbreaker, that he's holding Stormbreakers. You can tell that's Thor. And you can also see that they're being attacked by these Chitauri and Outriders. There's also what appears to be a newer version of the Quinjet. So I think looking at these pictures, you can really pull some stuff out of there. The other thing I want to talk about is the time travel theory in general. There's been a lot going on about the time travel, and there was a leak a while back, this possible theory leak, that stated that the Avengers would use the Reality Stone and BARF technology to either manipulate time or to manipulate reality without actual time travel. Because the Russos did say that time travel can get messy, and we all know that events getting changed along the way could do a lot of damage for what's been built up in the MCU. So are they just going to go back to one specific point? Are they going to travel back simultaneously and all try to stop one event at the same time? Could it be that each one of them travels to an area of time that they're not in? For instance, say that Thor went to the time of the Guardians of the Galaxy for the Power Stone because he wouldn't run into himself, and that each one of them go to a different point that they weren't involved in. Now I want to talk about the scene with Hawkeye in the trailer, when we see him almost like in this underground area with this red glowing light. Well, what if that red glowing light is the ether from Thor the Dark World? What if he goes back in time to that specific point, him and maybe Ant-Man as well, to get the Reality Stone? Once they have the reality stone, they combine it with barf technology, and boom, they can manipulate reality. The last small point I want to make is about Tony Stark. You know, I got thinking the other day, with all this into Doctor Strange's plan, the 1 in 14 million, if he sacrificed everything to save Tony Stark, can you really see Tony Stark just dying in space? What would have mattered for him surviving on Titan if he was just going to turn around and die in space anyways? Now, we know that from this Audi commercial, Robert Downey Jr. mentioned that he drove the Audi in Avengers Endgame. So he would have had to make it back to Earth to drive the Audi. We also know that Cap has his shield back. So I think this all directions point to Tony getting back to Earth, making up with Cap, and finding a way to avenge this. All the details are kind of hard to come up with because we're only given so much information. But definitely it's something I've been thinking about, and I really can't see him just dying in space if, what was the point? You know, what was the point for Doctor Strange saving him? So let me know what you guys think about that. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share the video, follow my social media. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. For the Quantum Corner, I'm Matt Stockholm saying, stay super, everybody.